Hey everybody, this is Ben here again, and today I have another movie review for you guys. Yeah, it's been a while since I made another one of these movie reviews, but yeah, the reason for that is usually as per the rules, my life has been like very it's been very episodic to say the least. So yeah, hold on. So yeah, I'm really excited to be doing another one of these today because yeah, because I don't really like do these movies unless it's like a movie I have like a really strong opinion on, and that movie today is a film that probably went under the radar, sometime this year, or maybe it didn't, but and not it didn't make that much of the box office, but I can guarantee you that a lot of people do indeed like it, and that movie is Robot Dreams. Yep, it's an animated film by Spanish director Pablo Berger, and it's actually based on a book. It's based on this book right here, Robot Dreams by Sarah Varon. Yeah, this book came out in the year 2006, and I actually have some decent memories of reading this when I was younger. I didn't really understand much about the book because yeah, this book doesn't really have like dialogue or like characters talking. It's basically one of those books that basically does one of those stories that they show but don't tell sort of thing, and I think it does it gratefully. I don't remember much about the book when I was young when I was younger, but the one thing I do remember about it most of all was the fact that this book emotionally destroyed me. It told such a heartbreaking tale about two friends who were separated through an ordinary circumstance, and the ending just perplexed me in ways I never thought I would feel. So, when I heard that there was an animated film about this book coming out in theaters soon, I just had to go see it. So I went online, I looked at all the showtimes, I looked at all the local movie theaters, and to my surprise, there was none playing. Like there was no like major release for this film. I mean, it did get put in theaters, but in the United States, it kind of had like a very small, low key release. But so I searched high and I searched low, and finally, my local AMC or my local Regal, which is across the ferry from where I live, was actually doing a midnight screening of this film. So yeah, I just knew that I had to go see this movie. So yeah, it was an 8 p.m. screening. The theater was decently packed for like a late night screening. So yeah, I guess there's more people who like to go to the movie that at a night than more than I thought. Yeah, so yeah, Robot Dreams, just like the book, is is basically the story of a dog named Dog. So he's living in New York in 1917, and he gets really lonely one night, and he sees a commercial advertisement for a robot, a best friend robot that he can build himself. So he orders it, and then sometime after it arrives, and then so this robot that he's also was also just called Robot. Yeah, the names in this universe are kind of on the nose. So, anyways, Robot and Dog become inseparable friends over the course of like months. But one day, um, they go to the beach together, and they're unfortunately tragically separated when Robot ends up rusting to a towel on the beach shores, forcing Robot to actually leave him there until he can come back to get him. So yeah, Robot tries to break in there shortly, sometime a couple days afterwards, but he eventually finds out that the beach is going to be closed until um when summer begins, which is like months away. So yeah, so yeah, um most of the film is just Robot just stuck on this beach and Dog trying to move on with his life without a Robot in his own. And I'm not gonna spoil like the rest of the movie for you guys. That's basically the whole basic premise of the film. But I will say this: the film does take a lot of emotionally surprising turns in ways I never thought I would see in a motion picture. Seriously, when I saw this film, I said to myself, there is no point in seeing any other movies in um 2024 or 4 because nothing is gonna top this one. Okay, I'm not gonna say what the scene is, but there's a scene like near the end where robot is yeah, there's a scene near the end of the film where basically robot and dog do reunite in some way, but it's not the way you might think. It's completely far from that, and the scene really ties into the whole meaning behind the term robot dreams because yeah, before I found out what the title of the book meant, um, I had no idea that it was gonna be based on this. So, I had no idea how the title of the book would play into the movie so well. Oh yeah, and that's another thing I want to mention. The film is animated, like I said, and it's done in traditional animation, and it's really okay. It's not like the most breathtaking 2D animation, but it's really soft. It's really happy go lucky. It's just very warm and inviting. Something about the way that the city looks, robot and dog look. There's all the other background characters look. This is just a really one of the most pleasant animated films you'll ever see in your life. I don't think Disney can make another 2D film and have it be this and have it come back this hard. So yeah, but yeah, the Robot Joan. What the heck did I say? Robot Joan? No, Robot Dreams is a real. Yeah, like I said, Robot Dreams is a really heartwarming story. So yeah, I would say something about how great the actors are or something like that, but no, like I said, there are no actors. Okay, technically there is one guy who does do the voice of Dog, but he primarily does like sound effects and stuff like that. He's credited in the film, but um yeah, he just does like sounds. Okay, you'll hear like sounds and like gasps and stuff like that, and like moan sounds from the character, but you won't hear any actual dialogue because this is one of the best examples of a film that does the whole show don't tell sort of thing. And yeah, um, okay, hold on, what I want. Oh yeah, and one more thing I want to mention. Yeah, like I said, this film was directed by a Spanish guy named Pablo Berger, and he actually said in an interview that in order to like get across the feeling of friendship that the book handled so masterfully, he wanted to have the film take place in the 1980s. Mainly because, and I think this is really genius, hear me out. He said he wanted the film to take place during a contemporary 1980s setting because the 1980s was like when like people were more like social back then, I mean, sure, there was video games and TV, but there was no social media, there was no like texting, there was no like live streaming, there was no like internet, there was nothing in math that took people away from like interacting with each other. So and yeah. Oh yeah, and a song that you guys will hear occasionally throughout the film is September by September by Earth, Wind and Fire. The song is you'll hear it at least a few times throughout the film, and it's basically being used as robot and dog's friendship theme, and it's even used in moments where scenes where like their like friendship comes to like a big like impact and stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, this is robot. It is my personal assessment that Robot Dreams is one of the best animated movies you'll see in years. Maybe even the best film of this year, if you can somehow find it. Because yeah, I think its theatrical run has ended because it did get semi um a semi short theatrical run sometime in April. I saw it in March of this year, and an early screening. Yeah, that's what my local Regal was doing the screening at. But I'm just saying, if you guys can somehow get your hands on this movie, I would highly recommend you watch it. Please, please support the people who made this. Support the people who distributed, financed, and produced this movie because Pablo Berger and all those people, they deserve it 100%. I guarantee you guys will not regret it. And yeah, like I said, Robot Dreams is a very heartwarming and touching story about friendship and the sacrifices one comes with friendship. I'm not gonna say how the sacrifices and like how the tribulations come with their friendship, but you guys just need to see the movie to find out. By the time the ending came along, I thought I was going to legitimately cry myself to death when I was in the theater. Seriously, I don't think I've ever laughed at a laughed or cried at a film harder than this one, but mostly cried. Yeah, just thinking about the ending scene of this movie just really emotionally struck me in a way that I never felt before. Look, I thought Toy Story 2 was one of the saddest films I've ever seen in my life, and it is, but this is probably a really decent close second, and I mean that with all my heart. So yeah, Robot Dreams is an absolute masterpiece of an animated film. It does it it doesn't do many things new with the genre, but it is so like emotionally rich, um, visually interesting, and just an overall amazing time for anyone who ever had a friend in their life. And as somebody who had a best friend when they were in elementary school and were forced to cut contact with them when in like 2017, 2018ish, this film really hit hard for me. And even if you don't even have a friend yourself, you can definitely see the struggles in these characters' friendship. So yeah, Robot Dreams gets a 10 out of 10 for me. So yeah, like I said, if you guys can somehow find this movie, whether it be on like a DVD, I don't think there's any like home media releases of it yet. I don't think I haven't checked, but if you can find it on Amazon or like some sort of streaming site, I would highly recommend you watch it and give your money to the people who made this because they deserve 100% this. Robot Dreams is an absolute masterpiece of friendship, a visual friendship, and you will never get another movie like this. You will never see another movie like this once in your life, guys. Seriously, Robot Dreams is a once in a lifetime experience. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Robot Dreams. That about concludes it for this movie review. So I hope you guys enjoyed this movie review of Robot Dreams. Yeah, like I said, please check it out. I would highly recommend you check it out. The book too, if you can find it. But I would recommend the movie slightly more. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you.